Hello, everyone. How are you doing? I made it just in time for August 1st. It's been so busy. Oh, goodness. How is everyone doing? Hello, Fifi. Hi, Amy. I just want to say that I have a massive announcement to make, but I'm just going to wait for a few more people to jump in the chat. And so what I'll do is I'll go over the astro stuff before we jump into the signs. And this announcement is probably the biggest announcement I've ever made on my channel. So one of you out there is about to have your life completely changed. So let's talk about the astrology, shall we? Of what is going on for the first half of August. I mean, we have the Lionsgate that is now open. If you missed my Lionsgate video, I highly suggest you watch that, as well as the podcast that I just did on sacred geometry. That one is a really good one as well. And we go into the sacred geometry of this particular Lionsgate. But also, with this Lionsgate, it brings in every year, the Lionsgate, what it does, it brings in high frequency energy, right? When we have the Earth and the Sun aligning with Orion and like Orion's belt, and then we also have the star Sirius involved. It is a very powerful alignment that supercharges the field here on Earth. And because of that, you guys might be realizing that you're not sleeping so well right now. I know I'm not. Some of you might be feeling really anxious. I know I have been, like out of the blue. Breakdowns, wanting to just fall to your knees, crying spontaneously, maybe screaming at someone, road raging. I don't know. The Lionsgate does crazy stuff to us because the energy is so high that it's irritating to our field at our level. And I don't mean irritating in a bad way. It's not what we're used to. So it feels irritating in some way, like something is getting irritated, but it's doing that because of change. Change is definitely a big theme of this Lionsgate. I mean, it is with every Lionsgate, I believe, but this one in particular is very big. And so what you might find is that in order for you to kind of awaken or be pushed or to do something, you're going to be irritated in a way through these higher frequency energies. And that's what the Lionsgate does. It makes us all a little bit wonky sometimes. So prepare for that. Now, I've released a new Lionsgate portal meditation for $8. It's in the description below. If you haven't gotten it already, I know a bunch of you have. It's a really powerful meditation. And I love it. And it really coordinates the 369 energies that are particular with the sacred geometry of this Lionsgate. So if you would like a meditation to help you navigate the energies, that one is down below. And it's just another way that you can support me, and I really appreciate it. We have Mercury. Well, we have our new moon in Leo on the 4th, and just a few hours after that new moon, we have Mercury going retrograde, starting in Virgo and then moving into Leo. And of course, it's going to go back to another square to Uranus, and then it's going to hit the 21 degrees of Leo, and then when it stations direct, it's going to hit that square to Uranus again. So this Mercury retrograde is pretty, I want to say dramatic is a pretty fair word to use. So be mindful. People from the past may shock you. People like maybe just shock you from coming back, or maybe they're going to say something, or you're going to maybe shock someone from your past. I don't know, but that's definitely something that can come up. Mercury is going retrograde very close to its conjunction with Venus. And so relationships, money, I think will be a big theme of this particular Mercury retrograde in some way. It won't go station into direct until the 28th of this month. So for the first half of August, just prepare for, I mean, I don't know if you guys already feel my stereo in my car is now just deciding to stop its Bluetooth connection, even though it's still connected, and I literally have to turn my car off just to get it to connect again. So that just started 2 days ago. I don't know what's going on there. I don't know. Mercury, I have these weird things with Mercury retrograde in my car. It's just, ugh. So there's that happening. And then on the 14th of this month, Mars and Jupiter are coming together. Big transit here. Mars and Jupiter coming together in the sign of Gemini. Gemini is a sign of communication, ideas, commerce. It's also about your neighbors, your siblings. All I'm going to say is Jupiter likes to expand everything, make it bigger, and Mars is feisty. Mars likes to fight. Mars likes to go head to head. Like Mars got some fire in it. So I don't know. Just be careful with your words, especially since we're going to be Mercury retrograde. You may feel like really kind of wanting to blow something way out of proportion, or someone around you may want to. You may overreact in some way. You may, or like these are some of the more negative side effects of Mars and Jupiter. It's not only going to be negative, but is considering the fact that they're coming up to a square to Saturn, I'm going to lean towards this is probably going to be more potently less ideal. Let's just say it's going to be less ideal of a reaction than what you would want. And so, I mean, the second half of August is going to even be more dramatic. So let's just say I'm very curious to see how this is all going to play out in the all signs. So before I jump into the first sign, I want to make this very, very, very special announcement. My retreat that you guys know, which I'm now calling the 3-day 180, because everyone has the most incredible transformation of their lives at that retreat in some way, whether it's their relationships, their physical health, spontaneous healing, incredible breakthroughs in their business. And sometimes all three have happened for individuals. So many of you have reached out and wanted to come, but haven't been able to afford it. Unfortunately, I have to have it at the price in order for me to be able to sustain myself to do the retreat. One of my very dear clients, is going to play guardian angel to someone out there and has graciously donated a retreat ticket for me to gift to one of you. So if you have been wanting to come to the retreat and it's just not been something financially that you've been able to afford, today is your fucking lucky day. I have a form in the description below that I would like you to submit and fill out as to why you would like to come to the retreat, and if you would like to be considered for receiving this very, very generous gift of having an entire full all-inclusive retreat ticket paid for you this September. The only thing is your air transfer is not included. So you've got to be able to afford to fly to Denver and home. So make sure that you can do that before you fill out the form. All your food, your transportation from the airport to the retreat and back to the airport are included. And it's a life-changing opportunity. So I'm going to announce the winner on the Lionsgate. So get that form filled out ASAP. I will be reviewing each submission thoroughly. I want to make sure that it's someone who is in need of it and also is coming with the right integrity. So the space that I create at the retreat is very important to me, that everyone is that everyone is comfortable and everyone is there for the opportunity to have the most life-changing healing experience they can have. So that is my beautiful, beautiful announcement to make. And can we all just give a huge thank you to this person who wishes to remain anonymous. And that's how you know this gift is truly coming from their heart. This person is, such a beautiful person. I have thoroughly enjoyed working with this person so much. So, a little emotional. It's the Lion's Gate, and I'm just coming off a very, very, very cool meeting as well. I just met someone, had a meeting with someone who's someone I never realized I was able to connect with in this lifetime. So amazing things are happening. So anyway, the 3-day 180 retreat. It is absolutely something you don't want to miss out on. I can't tell you how much work I put into curating the experience to make sure that you not only feel safe enough to come and to explore those parts of yourself, but to prepare you for miracles to happen. Miracles happen because I know how to prepare you and get you to that place so that when it's time to surrender, you are ready for life transformative results. Okay, so whether you can't afford to and you'd like to come you may like to be considered for the free ticket that I'm gifting as on behalf of my very generous client, or if you can afford to come and you've been kind of on the fence, I'd love to see you there. You will not regret it. You will probably wish you had come sooner. So there's my announcement. So without further ado, let's jump into water signs. You guys are first. And let's find out what's in store for all my little Cancers, Scorpios, and Pisces for the first half of August. Just want to say hello, Dana, Jenny, Alcheme, Leyland, Fifi, Mind Matters. Yes, it is very generous. Very, very, very generous. And of course, for everyone who's watching, please hit the like button. Drop a comment in the comments below. Even if you just want to, you know what I would love for everyone to do? Could you please drop a comment below this video, whether you're watching now or later, and just please send gratitude to the person who is offering this ticket and just say something nice for them to read. That I would love that. They deserve that at the very least. All right, water signs. What is the main theme and what is the challenge for the first half of August? Christina, love, my darling, how are you? Oh my goodness, so good to see you. All right. What is the main theme and what is the potential challenge for my water signs for the first half of August? One of the shittiest shit show months of 2024. Okay, and what is the potential challenge? Okay. December is also going to be another month to look out for, but let's just deal with what we can right now. I'm going to put you up there. Okay. Okay, water signs. The main theme of your reading is calcification. So this is telling me that something is forming. Something is, I want to say, is definitely on the way of coming together. Let me just go into this because I look at your challenge and I believe that something is in the midst of coming together. So let me see here. Yeah. Heat, fire, desire. I mean, I love all three of those words. It is the great alchemical operation of fire, calcification. So it occurs when there is enough heat in the vessel to transform the nature of that which is solid or fixed. How does calcification begin with a tiny glimmer, an urge, a desire that builds into a robust flame. On a psychic level, this stage may be an uprising of emotion that has been repressed or dismissed. It wants something big to change, to be brought to the light and purified, perhaps a flawed ideology, institution, or outlook. Frustration and anger are wondrous change makers if their heat is channeled with space, time, and awareness. The transformation that occurs from calcification is rarely harmonious. It requires commitment and a willingness to sit through discomfort as old patterns fall into the ashes. The flame initiates sacred change, and eventually the phoenix rises. Okay. I was just going to call all of you alchemists. And to everyone who's in my alchemy program, your timeless reading is up. Okay, let me just show you what your challenge is. Your challenge is the alchemical wedding. All right. So I believe that something is trying to come together, either you and a person. And again, I don't necessarily think that has to be romantic. It could be the forming of a very important relationship, a very important contract, a very important, it could even just be ideas. It may not involve anyone else, but it's something that it wants to come together. But in order for it to do that, it feels like there's going to be some irritation. Just as, of course, I've been talking about the Lion's Gate, there's going to be an irritation potentially of your emotions, potentially of old feelings. And when I say old feelings, I mean feelings that are getting ready to be released, like you don't need to feel them anymore, like they're not helpful to you, like they keep you in old patterns. Something, and you're going to have to feel it, or maybe have uncomfortable conversations, or allow yourself to feel something in a way that prepares you for this alchemical wedding, this coming together of something, a solidification, a commitment to something where you're going to move forward now. And this would be something that is definitely creating change in your life. It is, so that's going to make it uncomfortable for you in some way. Let's see where this is going for the past. Okay, so let's look at the tarot, and can we please understand what do we need to know about the past for this? Okay, we have the Magician coming up, and I'm using my Dreamy Moons tarot. Stephanie inspired me. We have the Tower in reverse. We have the Knight of Cups. I'm just going to move these down. Sorry, you guys can't see all of the cards. Then we have, coming into the present, the Devil in reverse. See, this is exactly what I was just talking about. The Four of Stars, which is the Four of Pentacles. The Ace of Cups. Well, this is like literally just speaking to everything I just said. What's coming into the future? The Two of Stars in reverse. The Five of Crystals. One more, please, for the future. There we go. And the Nine of Stars in reverse. Wow. Okay, that's actually an interesting card to come out here. And on the bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Stars, again, Ace of Pentacles in reverse, with the Eight of Stars underneath it. There is a new beginning coming in here, new cycles of, for some of you, these are opportunities in your career, your business, your money. This could also, sometimes the pentacles can refer to relationships, just because they're very tangible. Like, they're two people coming together. Now, the Ace of Stars is in reverse. So this is something that feels like it may have had a delayed start or a very slow start. It may have already started a little, but not fully gotten off the ground yet, and maybe coming back to it, especially with Mercury going retrograde. That can definitely be something. But this is something you've been working very hard at. You've been investing a lot of your time and energy into, at minimum, some of you maybe even money. And I see that, I believe this is going to be coming together for you. At least it's going to be progressing further for you in the first half of August. So when we look at the, let me just move this a little over the way. When I look at the past, we have the Magician, the Tower in reverse, and the Knight of Cups. So it looks like you definitely were at work here, trying to make things happen, to create, utilizing all of the things that you have at your fingertips to build something, to create something, to bring something into this world, to manifest, right? And I get the sense that this Tower in reverse is giving me the feeling of navigating. It feels different than what it usually feels like for me. So this actually feels like you always expect for the shoe to drop, and you're kind of like trying to operate on like how to navigate that so that it doesn't. And I just don't necessarily think it's going to this time around. I think there's more reason to trust that, you're in a better place. The Knight of Cups is telling me that there was some kind of offer or action taken here from the very minimum from the heart space. Someone was absolutely leading and making an offer from their heart, or following their intuition. So taking action based on intuitive hits here. Very open. Heart was very open. Intuition was very open while moving forward. I get the sense that there's a bit more trust here for you to some level than what you're used to. Even though you're still navigating a little bit, it feels like you're obviously navigating change, because that's certainly coming up here. Now, in the current energies, we have the Devil in reverse, the Four of Stars, and then the Ace of Cups. Okay, look, so I feel like some of the challenge here for you is where you may be open, and then you might shut down a little bit, like close things up. And it feels like you're starting to really break free of that. It feels like you're starting to let go of certain beliefs or fears, or things that, keep you stuck to the past, keep you stuck to the old ways of things, and you're breaking free of that. But at the same time, there's still elements of you that tend to kind of pop up. They're like, ooh, it's like, okay, I really want to move forward, but I got to hold myself back just a little. Like you, and it's not even like, I don't even feel like you're conscious that you're doing this, I think, for most of you, but there is some of that. However, I do see a very new opening here of opportunities for some of you in love, relationships in general, all kinds of relationships, creative projects. And for some of you, I do believe you're going to get some major intuitive awakenings. It's going to be a good 2 weeks in August for you in overall, it feels like. But don't forget, the next half of the month is very dramatic. We're all going to be facing that beautiful Jupiter-Saturn square, Mars-Saturn square. So those things, they happen to us because it's forcing change. It's causing us to like do something. Like if we've been kind of holding back, or we've been kind of lazy or procrastinating, Those kind of transits are like, nope, now it's time. Like you've got to grow here. And so what I'm seeing with this 2 of stars in reverse, 5 of crystals, and then the 9 of stars, I do see that you make a choice. You make a choice. And for some of you, you're going to be like, yeah, I'm fighting for this. I'm going to go for this. Like I'm really kind of putting it there. But others of you, I feel like you're going to also have to be very careful of navigating self-sabotaging kind of behaviors. Ultimately, though, what I do think is I think it kind of works out because this 9 of Pentacles is telling me, look, the 9 of Pentacles, when it's upright, is a very independent person who's working on their individual success. When it's in reverse, it can also mean, sometimes it can mean codependency, but I'm not getting that. I'm actually getting, based off all the cards that are coming up, I am getting that this means union. This is meaning like, okay, this is like, for those of you that are in relationship, this is kind of showing me, no, there's harmony in the relationship. If this is about a contract of working with another person, like that's coming together, or like just it's merging of something. It's you and something else collaborating for success together. It's not individual success anymore. It's collaborative success. So let's go into the tarot and find out what exactly this means. Okay, what do we need to know about the Ace of Stars? In reverse, we have the Moon coming up. What's this? We have the 9 of Stars in reverse. Or sorry, the 9 of Swords. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, I want to say that it's really important, water signs. Like, so what I'm seeing here is that there is this new opportunity, but has already got, like, it feels like it's got, for most of you, it feels like it's more of like a delayed or slow start. It's been kind of coming together, or it's ready to take its next level or next cycle of growth. But there's confusion around here. There's a little bit of confusion on, and the, how do I say this? You're definitely releasing yourself from fears, so that's good. This new opportunity is coming in to finally put your fears to rest, to settle the nervous system, to help you feel more at ease. But I want you to be wary, water signs, of, are you taking care of yourself in the process? The Queen of Pentacles in reverse sometimes can refer to just not tending to your own needs, not making sure that you're looking out for yourself, and maybe you're overworking. And I say that because the 8 of Stars is here, and I know you've been working really hard on something. It may be time to kind of just take your foot off the gas and get a little bit more perspective of, like, the energies that you're putting in, and making, like, are there other things that I could be doing that I'm not focusing on that maybe might be just as helpful? It might just be a case of tunnel vision is what it feels like. And that might actually shift the energies for you to get this kind of really going. So there's something, yeah, I'm seeing someone's head being turned in a different direction. Like their focus needs to go a little bit over here. It's almost like you're missing some of the stuff. So make sure not to get tunnel vision, because this opportunity is ready to kind of really open up for you. But there's something that you can, like, focus on more. That's gonna, like, really, like, you're missing something. You're like, oh, like, once you see it, you're like, oh, okay. So it kind of helps you get a clearer picture or understand things deeper, and also, like, helps you balance your energies out. What's the Magician? What's the Magician in reverse? Okay, yeah, we have the King of Pentacles in reverse. What else is this Magician? 6 of Swords in reverse. Okay, so right away I'm getting, like, yeah, you've been trying to create something here. I think for the most part, King of Pentacles is like, you're wanting to go up excuse me, you're wanting to go up a level. You're wanting to go get more to the top of whatever it is that you're working towards. Okay. You're really wanting to solidify something where you are recognized, but you're not feeling that recognition. You're not happy with where you've been at. And that's why you've like, okay, let's put in this effort. Like, I'm ready to see some change. I'm ready to like get this thing going. What is the Tower in reverse? Okay, Queen of Swords. And Knight of Swords in reverse. Okay, I really feel like like I said, this Tower in reverse feels like more of like almost like you expect something to drop. Like when I say something, I mean like the shoe to drop, or you're expecting something to just fall apart, or maybe another obstacle to show up. But I think you had a stern conversation, maybe even with yourself, or maybe one of your friends had a stern conversation with you. And it's just like, don't react. Don't be spontaneous. Like, just keep your focus on what you know is going well, and don't allow your mind to take you to the past. Don't allow your mind to take you to where it's not. It's like, cut out all the nonsense and just focus on what needs to be focused on what you know is real in front of your face right now. Tell me about this Knight of Cups. What's this Knight of Cups? The Hermit in reverse. So I love that. Okay, so if it's, whatever it is that you've been working on or wanting, okay, whatever it is, whether it's, again, career, business, relationship, money, whatever it is, it feels like you finally like came out of hiding. Like you're like, okay, I'm going for it. And you knew that you kind of had to put yourself out there. It's like you can't keep just doing the inner work, which is important, but you also have to be able to take that inner work and apply it outwardly. So that's what it feels like here. Tell me more about this Knight of Cups. Okay, the Devil in reverse and the Six of Swords in reverse. It's kind of like, yeah, you're moving on. You're like, I'm ready. Again, look, the Devil in reverse here and the Devil in reverse here. You're breaking old cycles. You're breaking patterns of how things used to be in your life, or at least how you're navigating this particular thing. And you're like, okay, like I'm going to go for it. I'm going to keep my heart open. I'm going to follow my intuition. I'm going to follow that creative pulse, or that inspired creativity. And I'm going to go for this. But like you're doing it. It's like you're taking this thing in a way of also saying, I'm leaving behind the things that the patterns, the cycles that always held me back, that kept me tangled up and tied to things I didn't want to be tied to anymore. What's this Devil in reverse? And that can just be thoughts for some of you. What's this Devil? What's this Devil in reverse coming into the present energy? Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, the Devil in reverse is clarified by the Lovers and the Eight of Pentacles. So a lot of you are definitely focused on working on a relationship of some sort, any kind of relationship. Okay. And you're like, yeah, no, I'm ready to make this work. It could be like you and someone, maybe you had a falling out with one of your friends or a best friend, or maybe a family member, or maybe this is about a partnership. Whatever this is, you're ready to like let the toxicity, the things that the fears that hold you back, like whatever kept you stuck, you're like, no, let's work on this together. I'm ready to do this. Now, for others of you where this may not involve another person, this is about you making a decision to commit. You are putting all your energy into this. This is really, really important to you. And so I expect you to be making big decisions that allow you to say, yes, okay, let me funnel and channel all my energy into this thing. But we have the Four of Stars. Like I said, there's like a little bit of holding back energy here that comes up. So you make some progress, but then I do feel like you've also got this energy that's like, oh, should I be? Like, there's a little bit of doubt, it feels like. So what's this Four of Stars? Okay, we have the Death card in reverse and the Page of Wands. See, it's hard. Like, you're so excited about this new opportunity, and you've got like this new opportunity, but then you're like, but the past, those things that you just can't let go of, you know? So it's mixed here. It's mixed because I do see you're going to be getting some kind of good news, or something that really kind of, you're going to get some news that excites you in some way, and opportunities coming in here. That's like the beginning stages. It's fresh. It's new. But part of you is like, oh, is this too good to be true? Or, oh, is this really what I think it is? You know, and you kind of like are kind of going back to that, like, should I, shouldn't I? Maybe it's going to go, maybe it's not as good as I think. I don't know. Like, there's a little bit of that, but in the end, I think it really goes in the way you want, because we've got the Ace of Cups here. Yeah. Okay. King of Wands. For some of you, you're starting up a new little love fest with someone you're very wildly attracted to. For others of you, this is like opening up a very emotionally charged opportunity for you in a way that brings you into like a very like maybe even a promotion, or like taking your business to a new level. What else is on this Ace of Cups? But like when we talk about the calcification and the heat, the desire, right? That was in those words. Like, I can see that right here. Okay, so we also have the Nine of Wands with the Seven of Swords. Ooh, okay. Be careful, water signs, of deceiving yourself into thinking this has to be hard. That it's always hard, so this has to be hard. It feels like you've got a really good opportunity here that's coming in, but you're also like battling. Again, it's like you're going to have to go and purify these old thoughts or beliefs about how things always work out for you. Because I see that kind of coming up here, and I don't feel like it's necessarily the case, because the challenge is the alchemical wedding. It's like, can you really bring this together? And I think there's this great opportunity to do that. It's just, can you get out of your own way? Is what it feels like. What's the old version of you? Can it get out of your way? What's the Two of Stars in reverse coming into the future? The Ten of Pentacles. Okay, like I said, the Two of Stars in reverse feels like, okay, you're making that choice, right? You're making that decision. This is telling me you're going for the long-term investment. Okay, you are like, yep, I'm saying yes to this long-term investment. It's going to give me, I expect it or hope for it to give me long-term results. That's going to either nourish your bank account or nourish the longevity of a relationship, or bring you in a higher a salary through work. What is this Two of Stars? What else? And Judgment. Whatever this is on path. This is, for some of you, this feels almost like an awakening for you. It feels very supercharged spiritually. Like you almost feel so divinely guided by making this choice. There's something about it that feels so right and so aligned. This is a big decision. There's some big decision because Judgment is also a decision card. So now we have 2 decision cards, but Judgment is also about being aligned with your spiritual path, being aligned with your destiny in some way. And for some of you, this could also be bringing something back around for you in some way, where it almost feels like you're getting that phoenix rising from the ashes kind of stuff that the calcification talked about. Okay, 5 of crystals. Let me see. I'm curious to see what cards are going to come out on this. Oh my God. The 5 of swords, the exact same card. Okay. Double energy. Don't love it. The 2 of pentacles. Oh, okay. Water signs. Don't go back and forth and then doubt yourself, okay? Really trust your guidance and your intuition. It's coming through. I want to say if you're doubting yourself, it's because your energy is too scattered. In a sense of, well, I don't know if scattered is the right word. It's too focused in an area where it's getting overused, and it needs to be balanced out, is probably the better way of saying that. So let me go to the 9 of stars in reverse. Okay, we have the Knight of Pentacles coming up. Beautiful. The 3 of Swords in reverse. And the big fat Wheel of Fortune. All right. Yep. Things are changing. You've got big change for the positive coming in. You're just going to have to navigate the old self from sabotaging it. That's all that's really, you've got to be willing to let go. You're going to have to take some risks. You're going to have to make some choices. You're going to have to make some commitments here. It's going to cause some doubt to come up. But overall, what I'm seeing is you're going to make some steady progress. You're building a slow, strong foundation, which I love. It's very healing. It's really repairing old pains from the past. And it's kind of really taking it's shifting everything. It's changing the game around that for you. So this is heading in a really good direction. Really, really good direction for you, water signs. All I'm going to say is you are your own worst enemy. So potentially. So just be careful. Might I use this opportunity to say, in order for you to navigate the energies that are coming in through this Lion's Gate, you can use my meditation that is in the link below. That can be very helpful for you to use these energies to your highest good. So that you don't get overwhelmed by the craziness, because it just looks like you go back and forth into a little bit of that old belief or the self-sabotage and all of that. So just something to think about. All right. Oh, how is that for everyone? How are my water signs doing? Leyland, DM me on Instagram, okay? And I'll send it to you. Anna, so good to see you. All right. Let's go on to air signs. Air signs, you guys are next. And if any of my air signs are just joining and you missed the intro, you will be very disappointed with yourself, especially if you wanted to come to my retreat. Again, if you're wanting to have a chance at getting a free ticket to my retreat, the form is below to fill out. Just look in the description below, okay? I'm excited to see who it is. Hi, Kelly. Hi, Monique. Dana, how's it going? Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This is your reading. For the first half of August, let's find out what's in store for my air signs. Judgment card. One more cut. Okay, let's go into it and find out what's in store for my air signs. What is the main theme of their reading, and what is the potential challenge they may be facing over the first half of August? Okay, seems about right. And what is the potential challenge? Okay. Well, air signs. The main theme of your reading is oil of vitriol. Such a positive card. I mean, even just to look at this thing. So I want to say there's negativity around you, or you are the negativity around someone. So let's find out. Let's just go into this badass card here. Acidity, resentment, purification. When the green lion appears, a great alchemical reckoning is afoot. Long-standing frustration and imbalance cause this regal creature to lash out unconsciously, consuming all in its path. Be prepared for emotional turmoil as the lion thrashes about. Don't worry, these changes are necessary for growth and in the end will be a relief to all. Purification is the lion's aim, and it's determined to get there one way or another. When this card appears, the question must be asked, am I the green lion or the sun? The one consuming or the one being consumed? It is said that finding oneself in the mouth of a lion is a necessary moment on a spiritual path. As the discomfort passes, the sunbeams shine all the brighter. Change is coming. That's like what I said. So big change, very uncomfortable change. I mean, is there any other kind? I don't know. Let me see here if there's anything else. Vitriol is an incredible acidic and corrosive substance, and so it comes with a few warnings. Don't overconsume, don't lash out, breathe and wait. No need to add insult to injury. And then I look at your next card, and it's the Ouroboros, the great serpent, okay? And this is the tail eater, the guardian, the quantum realm. So it's, it's the hungry snake that bends itself to eat its own tail, right? And it also bends around you as a gesture of protection and guardianship, giving you the space and safety to participate in this work. Anything and everything can be offered into its mouth for transformation, good, bad, blasphemous, or precious. Let me just see here. Just when you think your life was straightening out, the snake takes you once again into its gaping mouth for an entirely new trajectory. Okay, so basically, all in all, air signs, you've got change on the horizon, like big change. And there may be some difficult is a very nice way to put it, but let's just say, like, there might be some outbursts, some angry lashing out before it gets better. But it feels like if the lashing out is happening, it's because something needs to be expressed that has been held down, right? Like and there's resentment that's built up. But what is it's saying though is that when this, if you can allow this to happen and not run from it, because I don't feel like that's the best thing to do. To avoid it would be worse than actually the lashing out. Only because growth comes from it and it allows you to get on a completely new trajectory from where you've been. Will you allow yourself to get on that trajectory is the question. So let's see where this is going. We have the King of Wands in reverse. We also have the King of Cups in reverse. Yeah. Okay. Oh, and then we have the Devil in reverse. What's coming into the present energies? The Eight of Cups in reverse. The Nine of Stars in the heart of your spread. The Star in reverse. The Five of Cups in reverse. The World in reverse. All I see is you standing here in the center and everything is upside down around you. What else is coming? Okay, and then to keep the consistency, the Knight of Cups in reverse. Overall energy, the Death card in reverse with the Two of Cups upright underneath it. There you go. A little ray of hope for all you air signs. Okay. This is definitely, I gotta say, I feel like this is about you and someone else, air signs. And this is about you not being able to let go of the past. I think this involves someone that you know is just not in alignment with you. Like you two aren't right for each other in a sense. And again, that can be friendships. It can be anything. Just someone in your life. Okay. Someone important though. And I feel like, you know this. And I feel like you know that you can be better without this energy around you, okay? Can you get away from this? That is going to be your big question. Can you finally move on and let go? Because there's something you're still holding on to. You're not letting it die. And it could be corrosive to whatever it is that you're trying to bring a sense of achievement or success into your life around. In the past, I see a King of Wands and a King of Cups in reverse with a Devil in reverse. So I feel like there's someone in your life. It could be someone who's a little bit older than you. It could be someone who's a bit of an authority. It could be a masculine. It doesn't have to be, again, doesn't mean it's a guy. But this energy is, just by the cards and the way everything's showing up, I feel like this is someone who maybe might be a little emotionally manipulative. This could be someone who maybe kind of pops off, and it's as a result of them like really like not showing their feelings, and then all of a sudden like pops off and causes like disruption between you and this person. But I see like, you know, with the Devil card in here in reverse, I feel like you tried to like move on from this. Like I feel you tried to break free, like not be bound to this person or have them around you so much. However, I with Mercury retrograde, it looks like there's going to be a return to this. And you're kind of, I think you've been working in a space where you're trying to get things together for yourself in your life. And all I want to say is that I don't see it going so well if you engage this person. I mean, maybe for all I know, you are the person that someone else needs to not engage with. I don't know. I don't pick sides here. We all got a little toxicity in us. But I think what I also see is that if you do engage, I think you're just going to realize this isn't what I want it to be. And I do see like, okay, so in your future, with the Five of Cups in reverse, the World in reverse, and the Knight of Cups in reverse, I do see you like wanting to move on. Like you're trying to like just focus. Let me just focus on what's positive in my life. Let me stop looking at the negative. Let me like try to like get a grip here. And I think you kind of turn towards something where you know you want to achieve. It's something that you want to achieve, really kind of close a chapter on or get a culmination around that hasn't really fully gotten there yet. And it feels like you're kind of turning your attention to that. But then with the Knight of Cups here in reverse, I feel like if this person's around, it feels like you're denying them. So I think you're going to get it together. Let's hope. Let's see where this is going, air signs. Let's see. What is this Death card about? What is this Death card in reverse? Okay. We have the Hermit, the Four of Cups, and the Nine of Cups in reverse. So I feel like if you just want healthier relationships in general in your life. And I think that whatever this relationship is, it's so hard for you to let go because I think deep down there's something that you've wanted deeply, but you just don't, it hasn't really come yet. And so I don't know if you keep settling for what's available or like if it just shows up when you're maybe in a weaker spot in your life, a little more vulnerable. I don't know. But you keep kind of choosing the thing that you don't really want, but it kind of, it's, I don't know. It's like what you know. And it's time to let go so you can have the thing that you really want. Okay, so King, because it just won't be able to come in if you keep choosing the same old thing. What is this King of Wands in reverse? King of Wands in reverse. Another double energy coming in. Huh. The Hierophant and the Empress. I feel like someone promised you like things are going to be different. Really kind of like, no, I'm on a more spiritual path, or I'm working on like committing more, and really made you feel, or really have tried to appeal to like, they really want you. Like they almost like, I want to say they need you. I don't know. This energy is really interesting because it really feels, it feels a little manipulative, even if the person is not even aware that that's what they're doing. But you were in the past here. It looks like you were in a powerful place. Let me see. What is this King of Cups in reverse? Okay. Seven of Cups in reverse. Three of Wands. The Six of Pentacles in reverse and Judgment. I think you kind of like made a decision here, like where you closed off the option and you're like, no, I don't want this, because I think you know that in the end, it's not going to be what you want it to be. So I feel like you made a decision here that caused this person to like close up emotionally, like kind of shut down like their heart or like their emotions. But you did this because it was the best for you. So what is the Devil in reverse? Yeah, you had clarity. You had a lot of clarity. You got yourself out of a situation that you knew you might feel trapped in. You're like, I don't want to be bound to this. There was no confusion here at all. You're just like, I want to get myself out of this kind of heavy energy at minimum, but darker energy. So what's this Eight of Cups? Okay, we have the Two of Swords and the Sun on this Eight of Cups in reverse. Oh, you know you have a choice to make here because this energy comes back and you're like, oh no, what do I do now? And again, I want to say it feels like you have, like, you know that there's like so much positivity and optimism, a possibility here for you. And at the same time, like, it feels like you're moving towards that, but then this energy comes up and then you feel like a little like, oh shoot, now what do I do? What's this Nine of Stars? The Five of Pentacles in reverse. The Ten of Swords. Ugh. And the Eight of Cups in reverse. Ugh. It feels like you go back. Oh, no. Air signs. No. Hopefully some of you won't. So then what's this Star card? Yeah, like you don't want to reject them. And it's like, oh, there's like a lot of pain. It's like, it's just this big kind of like weight. And somehow you just get caught up in it. I don't know. Like, what's the Star card? I mean, I think in the end you're going to be, yeah, Five of Swords in reverse. And then the Star card upright. I think whatever happens, it happens really quickly. So I don't think you get stuck in it too long. Like, it does feel like you might get sucked back into this somehow, but it doesn't look like you stay there very long if you do. Like, it may literally only be for a few days for some of you. Because I see that you're like, no, you kind of like, there's some kind of argument or whatever. And you're like, this isn't what I want. You're like, let me get back onto what I want, whatever this is. And I just see like, no, I'm healing from this. I'm moving on. I'm following my destiny. Like, I know what my big hopes and dreams are, and I'm going to go for it. So Five of Cups in reverse in the future. The Four of Wands in reverse. So yeah, like you're breaking contracts with the past. We have the Four of Pentacles in reverse and the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Sorry, the Four of Pentacles upright and the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. So it feels like you're breaking this old contract with something you've been invested in for so long that you've really had a hard time letting go of. You've held on to it. It's in a way, it's been kind of like a security blanket for you, even though it's been a pretty shitty security blanket. And I see you breaking contracts with this and finally like moving on, like getting out of the funk. So what's the World card in reverse? Yeah, you're like, no, I'm ready to focus on like closing this chapter. And I want to say someone's really persistent here, but it's okay. Whatever this persistence is, it's really putting in a challenge for you, like to really overcome this once and for all. Like it's almost like a test. Like if you really can withstand it, air signs, it's almost like you put the last nail in the coffin of this whole debacle. Is what it feels like. So you've got the 7 of Wands, the 6 of Cups in reverse, and the 10 of Wands in reverse. So it feels like you really like fight back. You're like, no, like you resist it. I don't want this thing from the past. All it does is cause me like headaches, burdens. It's just one challenge after the next. I don't need it anymore. And you're like really ready to finally put a close to it. So what's this Knight of Cups in reverse? The 4 of Swords and the 5 of Cups. Well, let me just get one more card. Yeah, the High Priestess. You are retreating from this person. You are rejecting them. It's going to cause, obviously, this person like some pain. But it's just more of like, it's a reality check. Like this doesn't work. But I see like you're good. Like you kind of go into like both the High Priestess and the 4 of Swords are speaking to like retreat. Like you're like, no, like I am not part of this anymore. So I do like feel like you're going to get over this. And I think it has to do with some kind of relationship in your life. But it also like opens the door for like better relationships to come in so that you're not like stuck in this cycle of whoever this person is. I don't know. But you guys aren't, I don't feel like you're good for each other. But you're like in the position, like, it's almost like you know better. And so you're having to make all the calls and like, and put this like last nail in the coffin. So I see you doing that. I just want to say it feels like something's coming back and you're going to dabble a little, but I don't think you're not going to dabble very long. Okay. So, that is my reading for my air signs. Let me know how it was for you in the comments if it resonated. And again, if you're just coming in, please hit the like button, drop a comment in the comments section below the video. Please give some love to the person who donated the free Forbidden Journey 3180. I keep calling it the Forbidden Journey. But it is the Forbidden Journey retreat. It's just the 180, the 3-day 180. So just tell them how grateful you are to them for offering such a beautiful gift. Oh, all right. So how's everyone doing? Hi, Cheryl. How are you? Oh, my goodness. Tez, hello. Yes, Kelly, it could represent an old belief system. Hi, Stephanie. Okay, so we are on to, who's next? Fire. Fire, you guys are next. Okay. So my Aries, Leo, and Sag, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And again, if you want a powerful meditation to utilize for this Lion's Gate, I've left the link below. It's an $8 meditation that incorporates the 369 energies, the sacred geometry of the triangles within the kite forming in the sky on the Lion's Gate day. Okay. Let's see what is in store for my fire signs for the first half of August. You're welcome, Fifi. All right. Aries, Leo, and Sag. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. All right. What is the potential, so let's see, what's the theme for this reading for my fire signs, and what is the potential challenge? Let's see. What is the potential theme, and what is the theme, and what is the potential challenge? Okay. Oh, all right. Little lighter energy coming in here for the fire signs. So the main theme of your reading is Jupiter. Love it. Okay, so we're talking about your belief systems here when we're talking about Jupiter, right? Jupiter rules the 9th house. It's about philosophy. It's about higher learning. It's about it's your belief system, right? How you see the world. But it's also about expansion. It's about growing. It could also be about luck. So the challenge for you, however, is sugar. So when I see sugar, this is telling me, like, can you allow for the sweeter parts of life to be part of the equation? Let me see. Sacred sweetness, pleasure, and attraction. So yeah, it's even like there's something about, something's wanting to expand. There may even be an opportunity here, because Jupiter is also about opportunities that could really change things for you. Like the Wheel of Fortune is obviously like Jupiter energy. And so with that, you have to be at the right frequency, and the frequency that you need to be at has to be one of like more like having fun and pleasure and sweetness, like of that, like the good life, like the dolce vita, as the Italians say. And so like, are you too much in like the head down, focusing on the problems, focusing on like day to day, like things, or are you taking some time out to like actually lighten up and enjoy and find the pleasures of life? You've got to, this is how you're going. It feels like there's something about this that's going to attract an opportunity for you, or attract some kind of luck, or shift a good change. It may also be about like your beliefs may need to shift around that in order for things to become attracted to you. So let's just see where this is all going. What do we need to know about the past? Okay, so we're keeping in theme with upside down cards. We have the Knight of Cups in reverse, the Five of Cups in reverse, and the Chariot in reverse. Okay, what's coming into the near future? Okay. All right, we have the Tower coming in for our fire signs, the Ten of Wands in reverse, and then the Six of Cups. So feels like a good Tower. At least if it doesn't feel like that at first, it does end up that way. Then we have the Queen of Crystals in reverse down here, which is the Queen of Swords in your future. What else is coming in for my fire signs? We have the Moon and the Eight of Stars. Okay. Overall energy, yeah, okay. Six of Stars, Ace of Crystals. Your fire signs, this has to do with your ability to be a recipient, okay, of the good things to come towards you. Because I see that can happen. I think you've been in a bit of a tough spot as of late. But in order for you to kind of, you got to shift the way you're thinking, the way you're perceiving things, right? Your belief systems on how things work in this world, at least in your world, okay? Because what I'm seeing is like there's an imbalance of giving and receiving here, of reciprocity. And so in order for you to be able to receive something that is coming your way, you're going to have to do a little bit of shifting on your end here. It does look like something is kind of coming. So that's important. In your past, I see the King of Cups in reverse, the Five of Cups in reverse, the Chariot in reverse. Look, it just feels like you went through a bit of a struggle here. Like there may have been some, like every time you tried something, you felt rejected, or like it wasn't working out. And it was hard for you to kind of keep moving forward. But it looks like you still did. You're like, okay, let me just keep trying and not lose hope and not get too bogged down by this. But moving forward, you did move forward, but it was hard. Like you needed to either pivot or find a different way. It wasn't certainly the straight and narrow path or the paved path. It had a few challenges to it. But what I do see coming now up for you for the first half of August is there's going to be a big surprise here. Something is going to shift dramatically. But what I do see is that it finally ends this heavy burden that something that you've been like struggling with or working through and carrying for such a long time finally gets lifted. And the Six of Cups is coming in, which is like, there's a sense of happier times, a little sense of, it may involve someone who feels like a very like strong connection to you, maybe someone from your past. It could just feel like also this may for some of you have to do with children, okay, if children are involved, but it feels good, whatever it is, wherever it's going. Now, in your future, we have the Queen of Crystals in reverse, the Moon, and then the Eight of Stars. So the Queen of Crystals is like, okay, when she's in reverse, it's like, no means no. Cut this crap out. I'm not like, no, like that it's a no. It's kind of like what needs to be severed, and we're making we're going to be unapologetic when we do it. Feels like you're really following your intuition. I like this for you, fire signs, because it feels like you need to open yourself up to more expansive possibilities. And it feels like you cut something out that allows you to finally do that. And as a result, Eight of Pentacles, it just feels like things start really like you start like getting momentum, and you're like, there's clarity and like focus of exactly what needs to get done. So I see this opportunity for you to be working hard, focused, driven, really getting something mastered here. So let's see where this is all going. Tell me about the Six of Stars in reverse. Okay, we have the High Priestess in reverse. We have the Hermit. And we have the Two of Cups. Okay. It feels like something's going to get kind of really revealed to you here on why you're not getting the thing that you want to get, or why you're not receiving, or, and again, it's going to come from like, it feels like an aha moment. There's some kind of breakthrough in beliefs, or maybe it's even a conversation, an idea. But it kind of really shifts your reality. And it's something that goes from like this idea of like, I'm alone, to, oh no, like maybe it can involve someone else, or if this doesn't involve anyone else, this is about finally like merging something together that has felt like you've been separated from it. But in order for you to be able to receive, for that to come through, you've got to like be willing to be recipient to it, right? Which means you can't keep like giving and not allowing yourself to receive. What's this Knight of Cups? Okay, we have the Page of Swords. The Queen of Pentacles in reverse. And the Magician. I think you were trying to really kind of get something going here, like, and I wonder if you had an idea that you presented to someone who kind of shut it down, and they would have shut it down because they're more focused on themselves. They're not exactly concerned about other people. They're a little bit too self-centered, or very focused on like bottom dollar money, what can they get out of it kind of energy. And so whatever was kind of going on, like you kind of, I feels like you may have suggested an idea or put something on the table that you wanted to like build or create or manifest, and someone else kind of shut it down. Or yeah, what's this Five of Cups? The Page of Wands and the Hierophant in reverse. Yeah, and I see, what I see is like you still tried to stay positive, and you tried to like, let me just focus on like what's good, and you like, maybe I just need to go in a different path. Maybe I have to do this a different way, something that I didn't expect, something a little less conventional, something that, you know, maybe I don't need to commit to this with this person. I can do something in a different way. What's this Chariot? Okay, we have the Six of Swords, the Three of Pentacles, and the Eight of Swords on the Chariot in reverse. So, yeah, it's like you're moving forward and you're starting to build something. You're starting to lay the groundwork. And at the same time, though, you're like overthinking it. You're like, you feel like you're a little bit stuck. Like it's not a clear path forward. You're making movements forward, but like there's a part of you that's like, oh my gosh, you can question it, you can overthink it, you know, and in some cases may even feel like you're stuck in some way, or that you're at a disadvantage in some way. Yeah, the disadvantage word is key. But I see that you do move forward. It's just not in the most straight and narrow kind of way, right? So what's this Tower? Okay, so we have the Seven of Pentacles in reverse with the Ace of Swords in reverse. I wonder if you're the Tower, because I think there's some idea that comes in that I feels like it was something you knew from the past. This isn't a new idea. Like it's something that you've kind of like, it's floated around, and you knew that in order for it to like, it's like this idea may have involved like you having to like move in a different direction where you pull your energy out of something and start directing it towards something else. Wherever you were planting seeds, you're like, I'm done planting seeds here. I'm going to plant seeds over here now. I think you might be the Tower. Or if you're not, it's someone is like, you may get like news or something here that kind of throws you off, and realizing you're being forced to like put your energy elsewhere. But in the end, though, it's good for you. So either way, it's okay. What's this 10 of Wands in reverse? Okay, fire signs. Yeah, it's where like you finally put to bed this energy of, and this is where the big shift's going to happen for you when it comes to your beliefs. There's something where you're not as confident, you don't feel recognized, you don't feel like you're being seen for all the efforts that you put forth. But at the same time, like something shifts around your perspective on this that allows you to finally be like, I don't need to carry this burden. I don't need to try so hard for this person or that person or whatever it is. It's like you're going to go in a bit of a different direction. There's some kind of change that's coming up here for you. And it's going to be good change, though. I don't know if it's going to feel that way initially, but eventually you're going to I don't think it's going to take too long for you to finally see like, hey, I think this might be a blessing in disguise. Because it kind of breaks you, it kind of sets you free from like some kind of like big ball and chain. What's this 6 of Cups? Five of Pentacles in reverse. The 4 of Pentacles in reverse. And the Queen of Cups in reverse. So I think, like for some of you, this may have to do with children. For others of you, this is just about like a sense of nostalgia, like feel good, like kind of getting you back to like the dreams of what you've always wanted. Maybe for some of you, even as a kid. Or it could just be someone is coming into your life here who feels like an old soul or someone you've always known, or there's someone you already know. But it's like what I see here is that you're feeling like you're not out alone anymore. Like you don't feel like you're left out in the cold. Like it feels like you've been kind of trying to get someone to see what you're trying to offer or talk about or whatever. And it feels like you finally let go of the sadness. You finally let go of the emotions that make you feel, that tend to get you very emotional or easily sensitive, or have caused you to like kind of close down for some of you, your intuition, but even just your heart in general, of like following your heart's desires. So what's this Queen of Crystals in reverse? The Death card in reverse. The 7 of Swords. Yeah, okay. And the World card. So the Death card in reverse, the 7 of Swords, and the World card. So I think someone here is helping you get a different perspective too, or helping you see another way. It's like they're helping you see the opportunity of something. Or if this has to do with children, it just feels like whatever has been making you like worried or sad or emotional, it's kind of like it's finally letting go, like that's going to be gone. And I think in this future, like you are kind of putting your foot down, and whatever wants to keep coming back from the past or takes from you, like, like there may be, in some cases, they could be a little deceptive. They could just be a little shady. You just don't like the way they run or the way they operate. Something about the way they move, you're just like, no. And you close that chapter. You're like, I'm done with this. Like this part of my story is over. And it's good for you because now we have the Moon. And we have the King of Pentacles in reverse, the Nine of Swords, and the Two of Pentacles. I think, you know, you're getting these strong intuition. Your intuitions, because you've really cut out a lot of the noise of things that are external to you that have like caused, I think, some, maybe it's some doubt or just made things too muddy for you. You get more clarity here, and you're listening to, you know, you're ready to make a choice. You're ready to make a very, like, you're like, okay, either you're trying to strike balance or you're ready to make a choice between two things. And the fears of, like, I think, you know, again, this is like, there's an opportunity. This is about you like growing, going to the next level. But you're going to have to enjoy yourself. You need to like, remember, like, why are you doing all of this? You know, like really, like, am I having fun? Am I actually loving what I'm doing? And I think you're choosing to stop showing up in the ways that are out of fear. You know, like you're not going to show up from a place of fear anymore. You're going to make different choices now. So what's the Eight of Stars? Yeah, the King of Wands. There you go. The Nine of Wands in reverse. And the Page of Pentacles. Yeah, whatever you decide, it takes you in a really good direction. It puts you in a great position where you're no longer struggling and you're now learning something new. It's like you're putting a lot of effort into it, but you're laying the groundwork for it. There's a bit of a learning process here for you, but you're in a much better position. So you're going to feel a little green in some ways here, but you'd made the right decision to follow your intuition. This is going to bring in more expansion, potentially some of you for more money. It's opening up a new pathway for more money for you, and new work. So, yeah. So, fire signs, that's my reading for you. It's a little touch and go there. Like there's definitely going to be a surprise coming in, but in the end, it's good for you. Again, maybe you're the surprise. Who knows? Again, if you're just arriving, please hit the like button to support my channel. Me doing this. Hey, Kathy. All right. Final sign. We are at Earth signs. Okay. Earth signs. You guys are next. Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Where is this all going for my Earth signs for the first half of August? What do we need to know? What do we need to know for my Earth signs? Okay, one more cut. All right. Let's find out what is the main theme of the reading here for my earth signs and what is the potential challenge. What is the main theme here for the reading and what is the potential challenge? Oops. All right. What is the main theme? Okay, wow. Interesting. The lightning card and the yellowing card, both in the same thing. All right. So the lightning card is always about the work is not done. You think it's done, but it's not done. And at the same time, what your next card is. So yeah, perfectionism, the facade, hesitation. The stage of leucosis, which is lightning, is a complex topic in alchemy. On the one hand, it represents purification of the materials. On the other hand, it's the phase in which the alchemist may mistake the work as complete. On the surface, everything seems perfect, pristine, well thought through, and quite complete. In actuality, the alchemist has been tricked by their own facade of perfection. Their work has hardly begun. Righteousness and fear are the great errors of leucosis. This card arrives to remind us to get our hands dirty. Okay, so when I see what your challenge is, though, your challenge is yellowing, okay? And that tells me that something has expired. Something is old. Something is like done, and that's your challenge. And I feel like, I think you're staying in somewhere too long. Where like, how do I say this? I get the sense that it's the words perfectionism and facade are standing out to me the most for this particular card. And it feels like, I don't know, it feels like you've been spending too much time or effort or energy towards something that's like time to move on. Like it's time to move. You gotta like whatever this is, like it's old energy. Like you're done with it. It's almost, and I wonder if you stay there out of safety because you know it and it's comfortable. Let's kind of see where this is going. What do we need to know about the past earth signs? And it could just be something that you do that you're like thinking like that's where all your energy needs to go to. And like you've perfected it. And it's like, no, actually it's time to like change. Like you've outgrown that, like in a way, you know, does that make sense? Okay. We have the Queen of Cups coming in. The Five of Wands in reverse. It may even be that you always are looking for the perfection, which, and it could be just something that you've got to let go of. You also have the 10, the 10 of Wands in reverse. Coming into, okay. We have the 5 of Cups in reverse, the 9 of Wands in reverse, and the 7 of Cups in reverse. Coming into the near future. Okay, we have the Empress. The King of Cups. And the Two of Cups. Okay. Overall energy, the Four of Cups in reverse, the Four of Stars in reverse. Earth signs, how do I say this? All right, get a little comfy, Earth signs. This is where we have a little heart to heart. And I tell it to you straight. I think you're really wanting to open your heart in new ways. Okay. You're wanting to let more people into your life. You're wanting to connect in your relationships in a bit of a deeper level. But the way that you've been maybe going about it I think it was good initially, but it's time to move on to the next phase of more inspired growth phase that actually allows you to have those connections. And it feels like you're looking maybe for like the perfect scenario or the perfect relationship dynamic, or, like sometimes we can get caught up in that. And I just want to say, like, there's something about that's so old and expired. There's something about the way you're moving in that is just like, it's not working for you. And it could be working for you if you just let go of that facade. Because there's an opportunity coming your way. And in order for you to capitalize on it or seize it, you're going to have to let go of that facade. So in the past, I see the Queen of Cups, the Five of Wands in reverse, and the Ten of Wands in reverse. So look, I see you definitely, you're either trying to like really focus on, opening your heart, opening the capacity to love. Maybe this is opening up your intuition more, but you're really wanting to have your heart filled with as a result of something. And with the Five of Wands and the Ten of Wands in reverse here, it's like, you're kind of wanting to move away from conflict, away from drama, and you want to put a lot of the heavy stuff behind you, right? You're like, okay, no more like of this heavy shit, like other people's stuff. And, like I'm not carrying things for other people, which is good, but also like understanding that life's not perfect. Relationships are never going to be perfect, and that there's always going to be challenges. And I wonder if that's the facade. And so the Five of Cups in reverse, the Nine of Wands in reverse, the Seven of Cups in reverse. I see that in this way, you're going to have to realize like, okay, maybe I need to stop focusing on what could go wrong and start focusing on what could go right. And that means you're going to have to surrender something here. I see you having to go through a surrender, and you're going to have to choose. Like you can't like just keep all these options open. And it's like, I see like you actually choosing. And then what it does is like, it's amazing what comes in here. You have the Empress, the King of Cups, and the Two of Cups. Like, I mean, if this is about, this really is about opening your heart to other people in general, it just feels like you finally have a great connection coming in here. Or if you're already having that connection, like it turns into something really beautiful and deep. Or like it starts to get that groundwork is set there for it to evolve and blossom even more. If it's not someone, it feels like whatever you've been really wanting and desiring is finally coming at the highest level for you and coming together. Like it's presenting itself at the very minimum here in the future. But you're going to have to let go of that facade in order for that opportunity to come in. So let's see, that's can happen. Sometimes when we get into our healing phase, right? We're so good at spotting the negative, right? Because we've seen it in ourselves. And so then we tend to see it in everyone else. And it's like, well, it's not like, everyone can have like bad days, or we all still have like things that are not like ideal. But it doesn't mean that we're like a horrible person, or like we're incapable of being in good relationships with people. It's about like a balance, and understanding that nothing's ever perfect. So what's this Four of Cups in reverse? Six of Pentacles, reciprocity, a balance, equal give and take. Okay, and then we have the King of Cups in reverse and the Four of Swords in reverse. So, this is finally like something that you've wanted, like this King of Cups, like this, whether this is like a really high level relationship dynamic, or whether this is like something that you've deeply like heart wanted, desired. That in order for it to come in, you're going to have to kind of get out of this internal space that you operate in. And also, like, how do you also balance it with the external space that you're living in? What is this Queen of Cups? What is the Queen of Cups? Okay. So Justice and the Eight of Swords. So look, you made a decision here. You wanted to like really balance out the scales for yourself of wanting to like really set your heart free, like to really like be open to allow, again, at the very minimum, this is about allowing people into your heart, being able to receive love, opening yourself up to maybe even like partnership with someone. But this is like, just how do you build those deeper connections with important people in your life? And you're kind of like, I want to get unstuck from this. So I see like you've made a decision here. You're like, okay, it's time to like really work on this. Five of Wands in reverse. The Hermit. Yeah, I think you kind of had to go within. You had to do the work on yourself, on how like you're going to move to newer territory and stay away from the cycles and the crap that you've been used to. You wanted to move away from the drama, go away from things that brought you chaos. What's this Ten of Wands in reverse? Okay, and so, the Magician and the Queen of Cups in reverse, you're like, yeah, let me like work on like drop, like I don't want the heavy stuff in my life anymore, right? And so you're working on, how do I manifest the mirror version of myself that I'm working on, like to be like in relationship with, and again, friendships, anything. The problem is though, is I want to say, is that sometimes we get too caught up in focusing on other people's negatives and not like balance it out with, okay, like let's like kind of look at all the positives, and okay, there's a few negatives, but at the end of the day I can deal with it and it's workable, and the positives really outweigh the negatives. Like sometimes we can hyper focus on things and then cause ourselves, like we're looking for perfection and it just doesn't exist. And in a way, it's kind of a self-sabotaging technique to keep us protected. What's this Five of Cups in reverse? And as I say that, yeah, you realize, okay, I need to stop looking at the negative. Five of Pentacles in reverse with the Ten of Wands in reverse. This is about keeping yourself isolated, keeping yourself alone, keeping yourself protected so that you don't have to deal with all the other shit. And it's like, well, life does happen and there's always going to be some challenges. But I see, what I'm seeing here is that you're realizing this, Earth signs. There's something about it that you're like, okay, I am willing to, like, I don't want to be isolated. I want to like kind of like get out there and meet people, or allow other people to, I want to explore other kinds of dynamics and relationships or something here, like, okay. What's this Nine of Wands in reverse? And I think you get some massive clarity. And it's like, you're gonna, it feels like you get clarity on exactly what you want to do, because you have the Seven of Cups in reverse with the Wheel of Fortune. You surrender. You're like, you know what? Okay, I'm gonna go for this. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna try this. And like big shifts, big changes come from this. Like there's something really I want to say that's gonna work in your favor for you if you can do that. If you can finally surrender that, like, let the old way be expired and let it die out. Like So again, you have the Seven of Cups in reverse here again. We have the Queen of Wands in reverse with the Judgment card in reverse. I think you're gonna do this, okay? You're gonna do this, but you're also gonna be a little questionable. Like you're gonna question what you're doing. Like maybe you're not gonna question it. Maybe that's not, you're just not as you're doing it, but you're not like really sure how this is all going to work out, right? And with the Judgment card in reverse, it's like you're like, okay, is this on my path? Like, is this most aligned with me? Is this the right decision? But I see you making the decision, okay? And it's just a matter of like, can you let it go? Can you really surrender? Because it really looks like it works out in your favor if you do. Because you got the Empress, the King of Cups, and the Two of Cups. So what's this Empress? The Seven of Pentacles. So you're really planting very, in the world, you're planting very fertile seeds. You're planting in a place where you're like ready to see like the culmination of like everything you've ever wanted. Like your biggest heart's desires. There's something very abundant in nature about this. And it feels like it's going to take you to a level that you've really been wanting to get to. But I think like this old perception has held you back. And if you can surrender, I just see you getting to a place where really beautiful, you're planting seeds in a very beautiful and fertile garden that's going to bring flowers for you. Like you're going to get your flowers. Like it's just, it feels really good. What's this King of Cups? Okay. Wow. So we have the Ace of Swords in reverse, the Chariot in reverse, and the Four of Wands in reverse. So what I'm getting here for you is that there's someone here that you're going to really connect with, okay? And again, doesn't have to be romantic. I just have to keep saying that because I know some people will think that. And it's like, if you're already in relationship or whatever, if this is already like a relationship that, you know, already exists or it's a new one, I don't know, but it's all feeling like it's going to a higher place. Like it's elevating, it's getting new life, more fertile life. And what I'm seeing is your beliefs are going to be a little challenged here. Like there's a new idea. Like I said, like you're going to have to let go of something. And with the Ace of Swords here in reverse, the Chariot in reverse, and the Four of Wands in reverse, I don't get like these are like, I just don't get like these are blocks or anything like that. It's more of a like not happening in the way you expected it to, right? Like you had this idea of how it should all like unfold and it doesn't, but not in a bad way. And it's because you've let go of like this perception of what perfection is. And you're allowing yourself to go on the journey and explore. Just connecting with people at that higher, deeper level. And it feels like there's really good potential here, like for a really solid relationship here for you. What's this Two of Cups? We have the Ten of Cups. The Strength card in reverse. And then the Ten of Swords in reverse with the Five of Swords. Like I said, retire this belief where you may self-sabotage yourself. And it's kind of like about fears of like, you just don't want to get stuck in, there's a part of you that doesn't want to like be stuck in patterns of like having people in your life and like opening yourself up to them and then having them hurt you or having to go through that pain. But it's like, at some point, like, we're all going to have a little bit of pain, but like you almost also it's like you cut your nose off to spite your face. Like, and I see you like not doing that here. I think it comes up in a sense of like you start to question it, but I think you catch it because it just feels like, it feels like you end that cycle here with the 10 of Swords on that 5 of Swords. Like you're ready to go beyond the old stuff, the old beliefs, the way you saw things, the way you perceive things. And it just looks like long-term, like this is like a long-term happiness kind of relationship. Like everything that you've ever wanted to have, like when it means like how you connect with other people. Like they're showing up for you, you show up for them. Like there's a very mutual, reciprocal relationship here. It's very balanced. So, just let go of the perfectionism, Earth signs, and let people be people and let you be you and humans be humaning, but like allow yourself to explore this. Again, it's always going to be little bumps in the road along the way. That's normal. But I really see a really beautiful opportunity here. And I don't think it's going to unfold in the way that you think, but that's not a bad thing. I think it's going to actually really be good if you can like allow what you think things are supposed to look like or be like, let go of that. So that's my reading for you, Earth signs. Let me know how that resonated with you. And again, if you're just joining in and you missed the big announcement, there has been, by the most generous donation of a client of mine, to gift someone with a retreat ticket to my retreat this September, the 3-day 180. And so if you've not been able to think you were able to come, this is your opportunity to maybe have a chance at getting a ticket to the retreat for free. You just have to be able to afford your airfare. So that is a stipulation there. So if you can afford your airfare, then please fill out the form that I have below under the to get the opportunity to win that free ticket. There's a separate form. It's not the form on my retreat page. It's the form I got below it. So fill that out. And of course, if you've been wanting to come to the retreat and you've got the funds and you've been on the fence and wondering if it's for you or it's not, like, look, big change is coming in. And it's about riding that wave. And the transformations that you're prepped for at that retreat are astounding. They are literally miraculous for almost half the people that come there. And when I say miraculous, I mean like physical, like spontaneous healing. So this is definitely the time to jump on that train. All right, guys, links down below. And as well, if you want my Lionsgate portal meditation, that is down below as well. That is a new Lionsgate. It's got the 369 encoded into that meditation for the sacred geometry of this particular Lionsgate that we're in. And it is peaking on the 8-8. So again, it's just another way that you can support me. So I appreciate it. And you get an awesome kick-ass meditation out of it. So again, just before you leave, hit the like button. And if you're just catching this at the end, please leave a comment below this video to say thank you to the beautiful angel who has donated this ticket to someone and give them the opportunity to change their life when they otherwise wouldn't be able to afford it. It's a very generous offer, and I would love for all of us to just show this person all of our gratitude. They certainly deserve that. It's not very often that this sort of generosity comes across our way. So please do that in the comments below. I would really appreciate it. I want them to know how loved they are and appreciated. Guys, I love you. Have an amazing week, and I'll be with you guys really soon.